Hi everyone! Well, today we're gonna talk money. That video that I wished I had watched before starting out my career in my 20s. We're talking about money tips. I want everyone to be financially literate, and I hope these little tips can make a big financial difference in your future. Whether you're just starting out in your 20s, whether you're wanting to pivot and make a more financial stable situation, these tips are going to help you get on track. So let's dive in. First things first. In your 20s, it's easy to think of credit card as just free money. I mean, sign-up bonuses are, but essentially they're really not. They're kind of like a bait. Credit cards can be a powerful tool for building credit if and only if you use them wisely. Be responsible. Pay off your balance in full each month. Don't just make the minimum payment. Pay off your statement balance. Once you do this, you'll never see the word interest fee inside your credit card. One statement that I always keep telling myself ever since I opened my credit card is use your credit card like a debit card. Only use the money that you essentially have. So I made it a habit to always check my checking account before using my credit card. That way I'm not making the tiniest loopholes where credit card fees can disturb my life. So let's be responsible, be comfortable being able to pay off each statement balance in a monthly cycle. By starting early and paying off your balance in time, you're on your path to building a strong line of credit. Something that will help you in the long months to come and whenever you want to get loans, mortgage, car payments, or even renting an apartment. Next up, Roth IRA and traditional IRA. So I'm gonna assume that everyone knows what their 401k is. And basically, you always want to put up the minimum percentage where they will match up. Because I mean, that's free money, why not? Back to the IRA. I actually confused myself when starting out back in my career that it was something like the 401k, but essentially it's not. It's your own separate bank account that you would have to set up. And it comes in two forms, Roth and traditional. Traditional basically acts like the 401k. So when you see the word traditional, always think pay taxes later. And when you see Roth, think pay taxes now. Tax is the only one difference between these two accounts. With a Roth, you pay the taxes upfront. And the total gain that you get from investing that money is completely tax-free. A traditional, though, is something where you don't pay taxes now, but you do pay them later. So if you're someone that invests like me, always take advantage of your Roth IRA. Although there are a few exceptions, always research and analyze your case before following anyone else's advice. If you think you're gonna be in a higher income bracket later on, Roth. If you wanna lower your taxes now, traditional. Let's talk about the HSA, Health Savings Account. This is a tax advantage account designed for healthcare expenses. But guess what? It's a triple tax benefit. The contributions you make are tax deductible. Second, the money grows tax-free. Withdrawals for the medical expenses are tax-free. And if you don't use it all, you can also invest that money. And it becomes another separate retirement fund. Although keep in mind that you would have to pay a premium of the healthcare plan in your company in order to even be eligible for HSA. This can be an amazing tool to grow your wealth while planning for the future healthcare costs. Next up, we have the high yield savings account. So if you have your money in one of the big banks, Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, you're missing out. All of these savings accounts, they really don't have much interest benefit, but a high yield savings account will give you from 4 to 5% on your savings. So please, it's a great place to park your emergency fund or anything else that you're saving up for. So if you don't have one right now, go get yourself a high yield savings account. It's the most simple way to make your money work a little harder and get you some pennies without much effort. Some of you may think, what would a 4% interest do? Say that you have $20K in your high yield savings account. At the end of the year, you'll have more than $800 just in interest. Unlike a CD, a certificate of deposit, you can withdraw whenever you want and whenever you need to in case of an emergency. And the next single best piece of advice I can give you is living below your means. Don't spend more just because you're earning more. In your 20s and 30s, it's just so easy to get caught up in lifestyle inflation. But the more you save and the more you invest now, the more financial freedom you'll have later. The earlier you start saving and investing, the more time your money has to grow. It's all about building those good habits earlier. And when it comes to investing, always start with the basics. Blue chip stocks. This is one thing that I personally like to invest because I don't like day trading and I just can't. Companies like Apple, Coca-Cola, Microsoft, just invest in those companies that you use daily. Once you become an owner of these blue chip stocks, your attitude, your design of thinking starts to shift. And blue chip stocks have a history of growth. You're less likely to experience high volatility. Continually investing in stocks will give you a steady return over time. Easiest thing to do is to automate your finances. For me, automating my investment amount has been a game changer. For the past couple of years before automating, I would make excuses like, oh, the stocks are too high this month. I'll just buy some more when the stocks drop. This is a no-no. Timing the market never does work. What matters more is the time in the market. It's really more about the time you spend in the market rather than trying to guess the perfect timing and for the perfect dip. So every time your paycheck comes in, set up automatic transfers for your investment accounts. Schedule your monthly credit card payments to pay off the entire statement balance, not the minimum payment, the entire statement balance. You're getting a chance to let your money work for you consistently without letting your emotions or market fluctuations get in your way. Trust me, I used to try to time the market, but the best strategy is just going in for the long term. So get rid of the guesswork and let compound growth do its thing over time. Now let's talk about the value of investing in buy it for life products. For instance, I wanted to buy a winter puffer jacket. I wanted the North Face jacket, but I went for the cheaper $60 option. It ended up being deflated by the end of the year, so I got and purchased another $100-something jacket. And guess what? I did not like that style. Eventually, I splurged on that North Face jacket that I had wanted all along. In the end, I spent $170 more than if I had just bought the North Face jacket in the first place. Sometimes investing a little bit more upfront for quality can actually save you more money in the long run. Another thing that I wish someone had told me is to cut down on social media. What does that have to do with saving money? Cutting down on social media is one of the best things that improved my finances. On any social media platform, we're bombarded with ads. Eat here, travel there, buy this, buy that. In your earlier life, this can really get to you. It certainly did to me. In my college years, I had so many things I wanted to go, I wanted to eat, I wanted to purchase, just like in this shopaholic mindset. And once I slowly decreased my social media input, it vanished. So I've been making a habit to ask myself, do I really want this? Do I really want to visit? And most of the time, the answer is no. I unsubscribed and unfollowed pages that kept tempting me to purchase things. The simple rules really work. Out of sight, out of mind. By reducing the influence of marketing, I was able to stay more focused in my financial goals and what I really prioritized in life. Lastly, if I could tell my 20-year-old self, it would be to have an emergency fund. It will protect you when life does not go as planned. Having this financial cushion is critical and key to staying out of debt when life throws you a curveball. I hope you enjoyed this video, and also leave down in the comments below what you think and what you wish that you had learned earlier in your career. Bye.